Golden Heart Senior Care is a franchise system that provides in-home senior care services for people in need. We exemplify ourselves by providing quality home care with compassionate caregivers and excellent customer service. All right, so I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Golden Heart Senior Care. I am Craig Bass, the president and the owner of Golden Heart Senior Care since 2016. First thing you have to understand about home care, which is the service we provide, is there really a market there? Absolutely yes. Every day, over 11,000 people turn 65. And right now, about 18% of the population is a senior. But by 2030, which is in about 10 years, 22% of our population are going to be seniors. And by 2050, 1 in 4 people is going to be a senior. So we have a lot of seniors. That's great. But here's the thing. While there'll be over 80 million seniors by 2030, 90% of seniors want to stay home. They want to age in place as comfortably and as long as they possibly can. Who wouldn't? But the reality is, over 70% of seniors do need help with what are called activities of daily living. Could be bathing, dressing, meal preparation, nutrition, errands, whatever it takes to live an independent and fulfilling life. That's what seniors need. So clearly, with many, many seniors, with many, many needs, we are in a situation where there are more seniors living longer and aging at home, and they need our help. So that's what we're here to do. So what does Golden Heart Senior Care really do? Well, first thing we do is we do in-home care. In-home care is very simply where you have a senior with a need, you dispatch a caregiver to that person's home, and you provide those services so that person can live independently. You provide hourly service, you bill on an hourly basis, you pay your caregivers on an hourly basis as well. You do have caregivers who may or may not have a full complement of work at any given day. So another thing that we promote is using supplemental staffing. And that is where you, as a business owner who has staff, will partner with other organizations, skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, even other home care agencies, to basically allow your staff to work on their behalf. So they're kind of renting your staff, right? As a staffing agency, a temp agency. They're going to pay you to pay your staff, right? And it's a great way to keep your business solid. Lastly, there's also assisted living placement. As you care for seniors, either prospective clients or existing clients, they may need to move from their home into an assisted living facility or other venue for care. However, we're here to help people. So when we do that, we make referrals to our partners out in the community at assisted living facilities and in long-term care facilities. And for that, they give you basically a commission. So you can do that. And the reality is that home care is changing, long-term care services are changing. So in 2021 and 2022, we look to implement some new services. First is residential assisted living. Many people are familiar with what an assisted living facility is. Big building with 100 apartments and seniors living in small studio facilities. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. But as we've seen lately, congregating a lot of seniors in one space can be actually kind of dangerous and not necessarily the best thing to have an enriching and fulfilling life. So what we're going to be doing is exploring the opportunities to have small residential homes, converting them into an assisted living facility in a neighborhood. So it'll be kind of a micro assisted living facility. So it'll be congregate housing, but on a smaller scale. The other thing we're looking to do is caregiver schools. Some of our franchisees already do have caregiver schools. And the reason why they do that is because they want to teach caregivers to become certified nursing assistants. Why do we want them to do that? Because there's not enough certified nursing assistants. So you have the demand for services, you do not have the supply. Generate your own supply. Because we have a lack of capable staff, there are the opportunities to go a little bit more technologically enabled with emergency response systems and remote patient monitoring. Scales, pressure cuffs, fall warnings, dongles, necklaces, those types of things to help be there when we can't actually be there. So we're really excited about the ongoing growth and development of Golden Heart Senior Care. We are a franchise system. What do we offer? Well, first of all, we offer large and prime territories that cover 30,000 seniors or more. Generally, it's on the more side. As a franchise system, we also have an efficient, low investment, but a high cash return. Talk a little bit more about that in a second. That's an important aspect. In addition, we are an asset-light platform with low overhead. So what do I mean by asset-light? Do you need a big office? No, you do not. Do you need a facility? No, you do not. You may have a minimum requirement for an office if required by state regulations, but by and large, keep your costs low so you can provide services to your clients with your caregivers. That's the important thing. There's a lot of work to do here. How can you be more efficient? you can be more efficient with technology tools. And we have 4 major technology tools, which we'll talk about in a moment, that'll help you be efficient in your operations and be able to operate your business from anywhere, including a cell phone. So home care actually turns out to be pretty recession resistant and COVID resistant. Well, the reality is, in an economic downturn, seniors still have a need for the services, and they still have money in their retirement. They can still pay for those services. Those needs don't disappear, regardless of what the economy is doing. Now, as it relates to being COVID resistant or COVID proof, we looked at our revenue for our franchise owners in March of 2020, right when COVID first started to happen. Then we looked at it in December of 2020. Turns out revenue increased by 29.6% from just those 9 months. The need for the service continues regardless of what's happening out in the economy and in the community. So as you can see, there's significant and persistent growth for the demand of home care services. And your success as a home care agency owner is empowered by being a franchise owner of Golden Heart Senior Care, where we provide you the technology, the support systems, the know-how, the marketing materials for you to be successful faster. All right, so let's say you want to become a Golden Heart Senior Care franchise owner. How much does it cost, Craig? Well, it's $45,000 franchise fee. That buys you 1 territory that covers that 30,000 covered lives, 30,000 seniors in a series of zip codes that are contiguous as it relates to that. Now, I talked about being an asset light and a low cost entry business. So when you're building a business, your return on investment is going to be based on how much money you put into it and how much money you get out of it. How much money you get out of it will be driven by your revenue predominantly, okay? So the question is how much do you have to invest to become a Golden Heart Senior Care owner? Well, inclusive of the franchise fee of $45,000, we estimate that in the first 6 months, you'll spend between $68,925 and $96,750. Has some of our franchise owners spent less than that? Yes, they have, right? So that's how much you're going to have to spend to start your business in the first 6 months. We do have a 5% royalty fee and a 2% worldwide marketing fee. That 2% will be spent back on the benefit of the franchise owners. If you're interested in doing more than 1 territory, we do have a multi-territory development opportunity where we'll have discounted fees for 2nd and 3rd and subsequent franchises if you buy them all at one time. So that's how much money you're going to put into it. But what could it be to get out of it? Well, so our franchise disclosure document does have what's called an Item 19, a financial performance representation. And if you look at our franchises, and we're a relatively young organization, but if you look at our franchises and we take all the franchises together and we divide and we add their revenue and divide by the number of franchises, on average, that's $623,000 in revenue a year. Now, that may seem relatively low, but that includes all the people that may have 0 revenue so far because they just started and they haven't gotten their license yet. So if you look at our franchises who have had operations for at least 2 full years, generating revenue for 2 years in 2018 and 2019, their average revenue was over $1 million. So think about that. You're putting in less than $100,000 to build a business that could be in excess of $1 million. So what value do you derive? You derive cash flow from operations, and you also own a business that has $1 million in revenue that ultimately can create a legacy for you and your family. Now, when you get into a franchise system, one of the things you buy is know-how and support. So let me tell you a little bit about our know-how and our support. So we've got some excellent people who know how to do this business and have proven that, and we have a model. But what does that really mean? Well, first of all, we have what we call our fast start training program. You know, you're playing a race against the clock. You want to get up and running and generating revenue as soon as you can. But there are many, many things you have to learn, and there are many, many things you have to do. We start out with some home-based training. We get you working to apply for your license because in most states, you need to have a license to be a home care agency. And we'll teach you a bunch of things in that process. When you're about ready to get your license, we'll bring you in for 4 days to a training center in Phoenix, Arizona, Sun City, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix. And we'll train you for 4 days. And those 4 days will be cram-packed with lots of useful information to how to build your business, how to manage caregivers, and how to manage clients. So we'll get you through that process initially. From then on and before and after, you'll have 24-hour support from us. You will have my personal cell phone. I will be able to help you as you need, and you'll have access to all the senior leaders at Golden Heart Senior Care. We do monthly webinars, and we have regular communications of value to our franchise owners. We have a comprehensive library of over 1,200 documents, single-spaced, to give you all the reference materials you need to help you run your business. We have marketing materials, we have webinar recordings, we have all kinds of good stuff. And then we also have the flexibility for you to run your business as you see fit, as long as you're meeting the needs of your clients and your caregivers. And we'll help you do that and tailor your business for your local needs. We appreciate that we are a professional organization with professional franchise owners, so we pay for you to belong to the Home Care Association of America, the trade industry group for home care. Most franchises do not do that, and most home care agencies do not join, but we do. And then lastly, we will give you paid access to a tool called Career Plug. And Career Plug is a tool for caregiver recruitment, retaining, and onboarding. Now, you need to market, right? Who knows who you are? You have to go do it, right? And now marketing in home care is a trust business. It is a relationship business. It is a human business. Nonetheless, you have to have certain things, like a website. So you will have a local URL, a local website, Golden Heart Dallas, Golden Heart Poughkeepsie, Golden Heart Orlando, whatever that might be. And that will be your website. And we'll teach you how to update that website, and then we'll also give you social media tools. We'll do a full day of business development training. We'll give you access to a portal with a professional organization who is a specialist in home care marketing, and that is called Home Care Revenue Builders. And so you'll have access to all their material in addition to all of our material. We even go above and beyond by providing you with an opportunity to go to a 3-day Home Care Revenue Builders boot camp to learn how to market your business above and beyond what we teach you in training. And we pay that tuition for you to go. You'll have access to our Chief Marketing Officer, and we have monthly marketing plans and recommendations for you to implement. And I talked about technology. Bear with me on this slide a little bit. Smart Care. Smart Care is the core technology of our business. Smart Care is a tool that enables you to bring on caregivers and manage a database of caregivers, bring on clients, manage a database of clients, connect caregivers and clients for scheduling needs based on the needs of the client, track that the caregiver went via their phone, and basically Big Brother geo-access types of activities, know that they went to their appointment and they left on time for their appointment, and they document what they did. When you have all that stuff together, you spit out a billing record to the client and a payroll record to your caregiver. And you can literally do it on your phone, literally on your phone. So Smart Care is kind of the core operating system, but there's a couple other systems that we have. In addition, we have our website. Our websites do connect into our core operating system. We also have Career Plug, as I mentioned, which is a talent acquisition tool, which helps broaden the ability and compete more effectively to bring in caregivers to Golden Heart Senior Care and to outpace your competitors. And then lastly, we have Basecamp, and that's in the upper right-hand corner. Basecamp is that tool that our franchise owners use to stay connected to us, to stay connected to other franchise owners, to get all the materials that you need, pictures, logos, policies and procedures, anything you need, it's probably there. And if you don't have it, you call us and we'll get it for you. So those are the 4 technology tools. Smart Care as our base, Career Plug for caregivers, Basecamp for franchise owners, and the website for everybody. Maybe I've piqued your interest, but before I get you too excited, you need to look inside yourself and decide, is this really the kind of business that I want to do? Let me tell you what we're looking for. We're looking for people that are purpose-driven people. And what I mean by that is people who want to do well while doing good. You can get wealthy by helping people. And if you do it right, those two things can interact very seamlessly. We want people that are interested in that. But you have to be committed to this endeavor. This is not a part-time job. You have to be focused, you have to be energetic, you have to be persistent. So what we also look for is hustle and grit. And grit is passion plus persistence. So if you're not willing to get up every day and be excited about going out there in seeing clients, in seeing referral sources, in hiring caregivers, and making sure that people are being served effectively, probably not the best job for you. If you're the kind of person that likes to sit behind a desk and manage your inbox, not the job for you, not the career for you, okay? We also want people who are going to want to build a legacy. And in doing so, they're joining a franchise system because they want to benefit from our knowledge, skills, and experiences. So we need you to be thirsty to learn from us and coachable. You have to be willing to manage staff. Caregivers are not the best paid people in the world. They have challenges in their lives. Those challenges become your challenges. You have to be able to manage that. You have to want to be part of your community, reaching out to other business owners, reaching out to referral sources, going out in the community and talking about being an expert in senior care. And you have to build those personal relationships. If that's something you think you'd be interested in, give us a call. Love to chat, love to show you what we can do for you. And thank you for your time.